Am I too old to start lifting after the age of 30? So if that thought ever came across your mind, stay with me. Because usually that question isn't really about age. It's how I feel. It's usually I feel stiff, I feel weaker, I don't know where to start. I should have done this earlier. So let me say this clearly. You are never too old. You just haven't been shown how to rebuild the right way. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So hi, if you're new to this video, my name is Deanna Simone and I am in my 30s. I train adults who sit at a desk all day. You feel tight, your hips, your ankles, and you want to feel stronger again. Nothing too extreme, not just shredded, right? Just strong in real life. I promise those things will come. You may get a little leaner. Your booty may get a little thicker. I promise you that. But what I've learned, both personally and from research, is that it's not age that changes everything, right? It's inactivity. And the beautiful part is that's actually something we can do something about. So here's the honest truth. After 30, if you don't use your strength, you slowly lose it. Not dramatically, I'm not saying overnight, just a little bit each year, or at least you feel it. I sure did. So muscle mass decreases, bone density tends to trend down, mobility gets tighter, especially if you're sitting all day like me. That's why your hips feel tight, while your back feels cranky at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, why getting off the floor feels a little harder. It feels different than it used to. There's a word for it and it's called sarcopenia. So it just means gradual muscle loss with age. But here's the part that people tend to miss, right? It's not the inevitable, right, decline. It's just disuse. So long-term studies on aging shows that people who stay active slow this down dramatically, right? So it's not about just fighting age, it's about giving your body better input. So here's the good news. Your body still responds. Even if you haven't worked out in years, even if you feel out of shape, you can build muscle, improve bone health, improve balance, improve mobility. I recently added weighted vest walking into my routine last summer, and just with a simple walking with resistance routine, research showed that even lower level resistance like that can help maintain bone density, especially for women. Your skeleton responds to the load. Also, your muscles respond to tension. Your nervous system responds to practice, the repetitiveness, right? So your 30s aren't the end. It's just the beginning, I like to say. They're the rebuild phase, and rebuilding is powerful. So why does it feel so hard? Let's talk about starting can feel intimidating. You might be thinking, I need to get flexible first, or because I'm too stiff, I should be stronger by now. Here's what changed everything for me, okay? Mobility and strength are not separate. They work together. So once I started training my hips and my ankles, my squats got better. When I strengthened my upper back, my posture changed. Even while walking, I'm like sitting up straight now. Standing up straight. And then when I slowed my reps down, everything felt more controlled. And here's something I tell my clients all the time. Discomfort is information. Pain is a stop signal though, right? We're not pushing your body, right? We're rebuilding it. We use that information to help us create maybe better mobility, right? Also understand the muscle imbalances and fix that, strengthen it. Those are some things you can do. So where do we start? That's what you're wanting to know. Here's exactly where I would start if I was starting my fitness routine. Nothing extreme. So week 1 and 2, 5 minutes of mobility, full body mobility. We're talking arm circles, cows for your back, deep squat holds. Then 3 days a week, I would do a full body movement, right? Full body workouts. I feel like full body workouts are perfect for beginners and also us coming of age, okay? We're focused on making everyday life tasks easier, and that deals with your full body, right? So 3 days a week, we're gonna do body weight squats, about 10 to 15 reps. Also wall press, about 10 to 15 reps. And then glute bridges, about 10 to 15 reps. You can do glute bridges, or I like to start off with split squats. Slow the reps down, okay? Controlled reps. We want to build that tension. Leave feeling better than when you started, okay? We want to feel like we did some work today. We want to feel confident. Add some walking too. I like to add about a 10-minute walk after every resistance training day. So I train about 4 days a week. 2 of those days I like to walk. They're usually on an upper body day or a full body day. I never really walk on a leg day because I'm just tired. That's usually a rest day when it comes to walking. And Then on my off days, they're active recovery. So I'm either jumping rope or I'm doing another walk as well. On active recovery days, I like to walk for at least 45 minutes. But on a Monday through Friday, 4 days a week working out, 3 days of walking, I like to walk at least 2 to 3 miles. But remember, you don't need 5 days a week, right? You can start off with 1 day and then start off with 2. Do 2 days of strength training, 1 day of walking, 3 days of strength training, and then 2 days of walking. I think that's the perfect place to start. But let's talk about our mindset. Here's the shift that changed everything for me. I stopped training to punish my body. I started training to feel supported in my everyday life. Now, when I squat right, I think about this as practice for real life. When I'm strengthening my back right, I think this is protection of my spine. When I stretch or I do mobility, I think this is undoing that desk pain that I dealt with for 50 hours a week. This type of energy, this isn't about aesthetics anymore. It's about capability. I mean, it's going to come. I like to think about the aesthetic part as a surprise. It's the cherry on top when I see myself in a mirror, when I buy that new dress and I'm like, ooh, girl, you look good. But feeling good, feeling capable and feeling confident, that's a win for me. So this video isn't too long, but if you're in your 30s and you're wondering, is it too late? It's not. You're not even behind. You're actually in a good spot right now. You're starting with more awareness now. Start 5 minutes a day. I have a free routine on my threads. Check it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, not intense, just consistent. I just want you to be consistent. Tell me in the comments what feels hardest for you right now. Starting, staying consistent, or not knowing what you should do. I'll read them, and I built content exactly around these answers. So just remember, you're in your 30s and you're not declining. You're actually rebuilding. That's where real strength shows up. So I'll see you in my next video.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective. And my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me.